Welcome everybody to another video on my channel. Hello, welcome, greetings. A little bit, once again, slower of a video, and to the astute-eyed among you, namely who looked at the video title probably, this is not a regular version of Minecraft with the urge to kill those sheep. This is Minecraft Beta. This is my world I've been working on for the last, I don't know, few months-ish. On and off. I just wanted to make a video. I don't know why. I've been making this, and I wanted to share it. Very much work in progress world. I did try recording this once already, and it, oh, hello, pig? Sorry, distractions. I tried recording this once, and I went entirely too slow. There's something to be said about a more calm and relaxed atmosphere and vibe to the video, but that was ridiculous. I'm just looking at things, and as I go along, that's a good thing. I look at things and I say, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. That's a good thing, because usually I just look at a space and go, I don't want to touch it. It looks pretty. I don't, like, I'll go on my boat. I look over here, and I'm like, wow, that's a pretty little hillside and crags of hills. I never noticed, that looks like the hills from the Goonies, like in the coin, where it shows, like, the mountains, so where the lighthouse is. That's cool. I've never noticed that about those little islands. Anyhow, witness, this is all I have. Don't worry about that, we'll get there in a minute. This is what I have, this is what I've done. If it doesn't feel like I'm going too slow, here's some pictures of how it quote-unquote started. I don't have pictures of before I started building, but I have one of just the bridge, and then I built a little more, and then I built a little more. I'm not looking at the screenshots right now, so I don't know what's in these. And now we're here. Yippee! That took 20 minutes for me to do in the last video. I'm breezing through this. I had a shot of espresso before this. I'm a little bit antsy. Hopefully that's more entertaining. I don't know. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This world is not necessarily for you, the viewer. Hello you, specifically the viewer. I wish I could F5 to, like, look at you, but this is the only F5 view that we get. This is for me. Like, I just wanted to kind of slow down, experience what Minecraft was before I started playing. Just, like, the simplicity. Get out of here, chicken. Yeah, so I let me tell you, this is a lot more effort to do. Everything in beta takes longer and is more frustrating. But I think it's also kind of cool. Like, slabs don't catch on fire because they're technically, like, reskinned stone slabs. Fences you can only place on top of a block. Trapdoors still have to be attached to things. There's only one type of plank. The build palettes of a beta world, you have to get a lot more creative with colors if you want any sort of variety. Like, I thought I was doing pretty good with all of this. I don't, as of yet, have access to spruce. I have not really traveled in this world, so I don't have any spruce wood, but there are spruce trees, but it's only logs, because all trees turn into wooden planks. Anyhow, my boat, if you've seen my previous video, yes, I think that was the last video I made, you would probably recognize this boat. It is a copy of a boat that was on a server that I stole. I'm blatantly saying that. If you're the person somehow that made this boat and is watching this video, sorry, but your boat was pretty, and I don't know how to build a boat in Minecraft. So yeah, I just kind of did that, but this time the sails are furled up. The story idea is that this one's like in port all the time, or at the very least is now for an extended duration, so it's not like ready to sail. But yeah, I made a boat because I like boats. I might make a bigger one out in the somewhere. I don't know. There's not a lot of space. Is the problem. These bits of water, they just kind of they aren't as big as you'd like them to be. But anyhow, so I have my dock here for the boat. It started out really small because I was going back and forth. That's my starting area over there. I still haven't done anything with it because I can't think of what to do over there. But we'll look at that in a second. I was traveling back and forth between here, so I had a little dock to put my actual functional boats, which like to wander off. And then I like kind of based up there under this valley that was here, and I was like, oh, build a bridge on it. Anyways, let me run you through just bottom to top, I guess. So if I had a dock here before the boat was here, I was like, well, if I have a dock, I'll make a little fishing shack. So I have my little fishing shack that basically serves as I tried putting fire in here and it started burning the house down. I really need to replace these with slabs. But this is like a work bed, basically. Like I was doing a lot of work over there, I'll show you in a second. And anytime I'm doing work down here and I need to sleep, this is a lot closer than the top. So I end up sleeping here a lot. I'm not too concerned with where I sleep, as long as I sleep in a permanent bed. And sometimes it's in an impermanent bed, and I just kind of don't care. Did I ever plug that up? No, I didn't. But for instance, this was a workspace for a while. This had a bed, because I was working on this. I'll show you this. There's a path leading from the other end of the dock, and it comes up, and I have some of my signature walls. I might try and put some leaves here, actually. I think that would look good. But I have this thing. This started out as I was trying to build a portcullis, like a little big thing of fences to like it look like a castle. That didn't work because the only thing that I could find on how to build it was a guy that was not doing a tutorial and was just building it in his world, and I don't know if I was building it on the wrong direction, because I know that's a thing. Redstone works different whether you're facing east to west or north to south, so I don't know. It's becoming night, so I gotta sleep. Sorry if I'm a little bit frantic. As previously described, got caffeine in my system, so I got a little more pep in my step than I usually do. But hey, at least I've gotten better with it, because I'm not shaking. But anyway, this is a 3x3 piston door, not a full 3x3. I kind of like having the window, especially in a version without baby zombies. If this was a version with baby zombies, this would not be possible. But the reason I left it like this, more importantly, besides the fact that having a hole doesn't bother me, is that I did this myself. I didn't look up a tutorial for this. I know vaguely how a piston door works, so I did all the redstone myself. I couldn't figure out the timings to make it pretty, but I think it still turned out okay. I don't know why those are separate. They're on the same timing, but I can't be bothered to figure it out. Really? I mean, I could go look. I might have screwed something up. I don't have any blocks in my inventory. You will do nicely. You will not do nicely. There we go. I don't know why that needed to do that, but sure. I'll leave it like that. Sorry for the little detour, but yeah, there's my piston door. It still was a work in progress because I could get those synced too, because they're off. But I kind of like that it goes bop 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 bop. You know, like bottom, left, right, up, like bottom, left, right, up. I kind of like that, actually. I originally was gonna have it timed so that it went like a full circle, and then whatever, it would probably constantly be clockwise. But I don't know the timings for torch towers. If each of these is a tick or 2 ticks of redstone, you know. I think redstone only updates on 2 ticks, and that's why copper bulbs were really hype when they first came out, because they were operated on 1 tick. But yeah. Up here, I have the nether, which I think only links to 1 portal, so I'll use that later to show the nether. And to get over there quick. But, so I have this little stream that I put in. Because this, get up, this little hole in the ground was actually pretty much natural. I think I dug out just a little bit of it, and there was this kind of slope going down a little bit. It doesn't make as much sense having it here with the towers, but it looked good, so I put a little bit of water here. So I filled this in with water. There was just a hole in the ground. Shush! There's a hole in the ground with the water, or with no water, so I filled it in, and then made a little stream, put down some gravel. I think it looks nice, and it gives something for this to go up and over. And then that was similarly just like a dip in the land. I dug out quite a bit for that one, but it was like, it was another good spot for one. And then natural cave, of course, so I put it in there. Over here, I kind of glanced over this, but I have the, oh, because I came up from that way. That's why I skipped it. I have some wheat farms, and I did a little different of a look here. I don't really use this functionally. This is more just like for storytelling purposes or just for aesthetics. I don't really eat bread. I just eat pork chops all the time. And of course there's no hunger, it just instantly heals you, and pork chops heal more, so might as well do that. But the thing about beta, if you're unaware, is that if you walk over crops, there's no sprinting of course, so it's not if you sprint. If you walk over it, not just jumping, the crops will break. So underneath each of these blocks of dirt, I have a fence. For some reason, if you put a fence underneath a tilled soil, you will be on the same level as a full block instead of the like 1 pixel down. So it won't trample the crops. This is especially important for mobs. Now I did build this sort of mob proof. Nothing can get in here to the best of my knowledge unless I accidentally leave a door open. But for the off chance that something does get in. Also, I forgot to light these up, so hypothetically, things could spawn in here. Not anymore, there's a blanket. There we go. Nothing should spawn in here now. But, yeah. So, these won't pop off. And they're just here for looking pretty. To be honest, as I've said, now they are safe because of that little quirk that I put in. Anyways, so we head up here. I was tired of just hopping up the sides of a hill to get up to where my bed was, so I built this nice little path, and I purposely made it nice and windy so that it looked pretty. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I did a pretty good job. I think it looks nice. Of course I think it looks nice, I built it. But anyway, then I have 2 buildings up here. One, the one I built first, is just a straight shot down to my mines. I keep my valuables and backup storage for cobblestone up here. It's getting dark again. And then my furnaces. Do I have anything in here? No, I got those already. And then I have my regular house. I have my cooking furnaces for pork chops. I have my cooked ones here and my uncooked ones here. And I have a little vent, a little Skyrim medieval style, just fireplace in the floor for cooking. But I'm not a savage, I put in a chimney. It's not functional, because if you look outside, there's just 3 little points, because it looks better. And it's not going to be functional anyway, but I do like how the particles kind of go up in here. That's just black wool, and I made it so that the wood is far enough away from the fire. That has never been a problem up till now, so I'm pretty sure I did it right. Get in the hole. Got one of my favorite paintings. I like the man. The man is nice. And then that one just kind of fit the colors. I just liked how this one looked. My favorite one is the 2 wide one with like the purple grayish mountains. That's a nice painting. I like that one. But it wouldn't have fit in here. So I don't have that. Maybe I'll build another house where it'll make sense. But that's my house. Oh, I didn't show you my little chandelier. I'm probably going to change this chandelier, but I do actually like how this roof and ceiling came together. I might change this to glowstone once I start really braving the nether, but that's not something I want to do right now, because every time I go there, there's about 5 ghasts that all start shooting at me. Similarly to not wanting to walk up the side of the hill all the time, too, I dug into the side where this tower is, which that was there first, and then the tunnel started, because I was tired of walking up the side of this mountain. So in here, to the left, I have my deep storage for a lot of stuff. All 3 of these are cobble, just various things that I haven't labeled yet. There's redstone stuff, there's sand, gravel, dirt, wool. I think I have like 1 piece of pink wool somewhere. It might be in the old base. I don't know where it is. You got mob drops, nether stuff that I haven't gotten a lot of. But yeah, so then this goes all the way down, not quite to bedrock, but to, you know, Y11 for mining. 11 or 12, it's hard to figure out. I built this, which I'm kind of regretting somewhat, doing it here instead of going down from up there, but I don't know how that would have looked. I could, of course, also go, like, up to this spot, but it works out better for how it looks outside. But I have this, I'll show you this while I'm at it. I have this little balcony. This used to be on that tower, which it's hard to see it, but that's the main tower with the spiral stair. It was on that, but then I built this tower as part of this wall, and it didn't fit, so I moved it to this tower. Whatever. Have this nice little railing up here that I don't have anything in. I might put like a table here or something, table and chairs, just to make a little like seating nook. I have this crafting table here, so maybe I'll do something. I'll spruce up the space. I don't know. Make it look a little more lived in. For the minute, it's kind of bare. But I'm working on it. As I said, this world's a work in progress. This I don't love, but I wanted to put like some arches here, so this was kind of my first attempt. I don't like it. It doesn't look good from down below. It doesn't look great from up here. But these roofs are just kind of how they are. They're all the same, so I just kind of kept doing them. This, again, I could put something here. There's, like, almost enough room for... I guess there's enough room if you had, like, 4 chairs and a table. At the very least, 3. But, see, it's hard to do, like, tables and stuff because you can't put upside-down stairs. So it's only like stairs for chairs, because otherwise I would do like upside down stair, upside down slab, upside down stair as either like a bench or a little table, but you can't do that, so I won't. Cave noise. Yeah, underneath of this is all hollow, so it makes cave noises. This is the spooky bridge. Wonderful views from up here, though. I do like looking off and seeing the vast expanse. I haven't gone that way too much yet, so I don't know what's over there. I might clear out a little bit of this. I might finish clearing out this or bring it back up. I'm not sure. But I want, as I said, I want to make a bigger boat. So that might be the spot for it. I'm not sure yet. Another balcony out here to look off as another view of my wonderful place. Dark gray sheep. The urge, whenever I see a sheep, the urge to kill it is really strong because you can't farm them. They just despawn in front of your very eyes. So you just kind of have to kill them while they're here. You can see that part a little better. I got my cactus farm, got a sugarcane farm, nether, old storage, old dock. You can't see the crown jewel yet, which we'll get to. But then down here is just the redstone. I was gonna have like an entrance exit at the bottom of this, but I'm not sure how that would look. Maybe I'll still put it in. There's space for it. But yeah, and then we just come back over to here. I didn't realize you could punch buttons too, because that was a left click. But oh well. So that's the bridge. Now I gotta get up to the main bridge, or that's the wall, I suppose. Now I gotta get back up here to the bridge. And here we are at the top of the hill. Yippee! So this is a little more, I don't know, I'm not huge on this view, but this side is nice. And it lets me see off into the vast wastes of the desert. Just simple insides for these. Again, I might replace these with lanterns or glowstone once I get them. But yeah, this is the first major thing I built over here. Was the bridge. And I am really happy with how it turned out from far away. But from up here, it's not as good. And again, I really need to get a supply of glowstone to really light this place up. But been wanting to do something over here. Not sold on this. Might change this, but I both wanted, like, I think of a big, like, castle, bridge, wall type thing, and I think guards. And what do guards need? A barracks, a guard tower. Hello, third puppy. So I just also wanted to build a diagonal building because it kind of fit with how the mountain goes. I don't love it, so I will probably change it. And I also want to build another bit of wall going out this way to kind of close in the whole space. Not sure where I want to exactly do that or how it's gonna go, but I have a feeling it'll come kind of this way. That'll be a tower, and then something, and then something. Yeah, that's the majority of, if not all of, this world. I got some edits to make, but for the most part, I'm liking it. I'm liking the vibe, and if I start not liking the vibe, I'm going to purposely do what I've done once already, and instead of changing worlds, just change areas, because then I'll have a great big world with a whole bunch of stuff in it, and that'll be nice. Being able to travel between different, like, parts of the world, and maybe building, like, modes of transportation, like a giant bridge or something, like the minecart rails that you see people do sometimes. That'll be nice. And before I go down to the mines, because I do want to show you that, I will go to the nether real quick. And also, maybe I'll show you some clips. Oh, it's getting night. Great. Show you some clips of my previous attempt to record and the horror of what happened in the nether, which is explained by all of this fire. Yeah. So, this is on a little, like, floating peninsula island thing up in the sky. And as you can hear, all the ghasts, they would constantly shoot at me. And for the first time, I was in here while recording, and they shot the portal. Yeah, automatically there's another ghast somewhere. There he is. Are you kidding? Rule number 1, don't walk if it's not cobble. Rule number 2, preserve the fire. Rule number 3, remember rules 1 and 2. I did not expect this to go like this. This episode was supposed to be just calm and chill. Now I'm stuck in the nether. I burned half my house down. I can't burn this? How does fire work? Light the side on fire again, please. Please, I'm begging you, please. Everyone should light my fire. Yes! I am forever going to keep a flint and steel in my inventory now. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. It took me about like 5-10 minutes, but we're getting somewhere. Good, good, good. It's going. It's going. The engine is burning. Please. Please. I'm betting everything on this. I bet the farm on this one. The cobblestone keeps lighting on fire. I'm getting close. I'm getting closer. Ooh. Clark will save me. Clark will take care of me. Oh, I'm gonna leave that there just in case. There's my pilot light. What 1 hour in the nether will do to a man. Yeah, wasn't that fun? Luckily, I'm a smarty guy and happen to have wood on me. So I thought quick on my feet and I got out of there eventually. That was nice. That I was not stuck there. But here we are. This is the other half. Let me sleep real quick. But yeah, so this is not spawn. This is not like the first place I landed. I don't remember where the spawn point of this world is, or the spawn chunks of this world are. I vaguely, yeah, I remember this, and I remember there's like another pond over there. But I just kind of started walking until I found something cool, as you do. And my first bit of true beta terrain was this. Imagine this without the pillar. That's how it spawned. There was a couple trees up there. The dirt was a little thicker, but I kind of trimmed it down to maybe fit an island up there. I'm working on it. And by working on it, I mean this is super, super back burner. I can't think of what to put on top. But I have this area out front. I think it's kind of pretty. There's a little cave down here. That's why there's a little hole. And also is a nice place to like get sandstone if I ever wanted to dig out here. Oh yeah, under here. Yeah. So this is a place to get sandstone if I don't want to craft it. But this was natural caves. I might make like a quarry out in the desert by my main spot, you know, the wastes. But this is where I started, and this is where I really was like, I don't want any mobs to spawn here, period. There are some holes because I didn't want to put torches on the path, but you could just barely see one of the towers from over here. That's kind of cool. Oh, a couple. Okay. But yeah, so there's this. And I really like how this looks. I'm not going to go up there because there's not really much to see, but I don't know. There's something about sandstone and smooth stone that look really cool together. And then a nice little hedge, a bunch of flowers, you know. But yeah, I have my cactus farm over here and my sugarcane farm, and that's about it. But yeah, so the portal only links to that, and I really don't want to fix it because the nether's scary. But, so we have my chute on this side. That ladder was there because I had I think I had that level for mining iron and coal before I really had good access to iron. Poob. But now I just use stone pickaxes anyway because there's little to no point in having better tools because they're just gonna break. But anyway, so I have this system down here of making 3x3 sections because it kind of looks like the back rooms, and I think that's cool. Like those infinite spaces is my dream, to just have these infinite corridors of just these pillars. I think it's cool, but it's also, it got me a lot of stone really easily without just making a huge quarry. This, on the other hand, is a slime chunk, so I'm trying to mine this out, but it's not done yet. And I have these minecart rails because I had chest minecarts when I was going each direction, but then I moved over that way, so I don't use these directions as much. But I'm not gonna dig up the minecarts. I mean, what if I come back here? But anyway, so when I'm mining through here, a lot of times I'll just bring a chest minecart with me so I can dump all my stone in it and be gone for longer. And I had a couple of like real chests in a crafting bench over there, but obviously I moved, as I said. So I have them at the other end now. But I made an underground tunnel all the way to where I currently am. And it actually lined up pretty well. Well, I made it line up well. I specifically found a spot where it would be on a multiple of 6 so that I could put it on center with some of these. I think I got it slightly wrong, but then we get over to the other side. So there were naturally some brown mushrooms here. I recently cleared it out. But these things grow like crazy. They duplicate on blocks that aren't directly next to a torch or next to a light source. I think they're like 1 away from a light source. They can grow to the next spot. Like just yesterday, like last night, I had just 1 and 2. And they've already grown some more. Like pretty much every available space was full of mushrooms. This spot and most of this I just recently dug out, like last night. But yeah, full of mushrooms. And also there's a slime chunk like here-ish or something. So I'm gonna probably mine that out too because it'll be closer. But then down in here, this goes off to the spiral staircase, which probably will make like a better tunnel over to it eventually. But for now, it's just kind of like this. And then over this direction, over here, I have all of these single wide tunnels. This one stops short because that's where the tower is. But all these single wide tunnels for strip mining. Because I get more resources that way. And that's about it for the world so far. I'm, as I think I said, still working on this, still have ideas and thoughts, but I've been watching a lot of this guy, Dialco. He makes good videos. It's nice and calm and just kind of atmospheric. It's cozy. I don't know. But he got me into pigs. Sorry for that distraction. But yeah, Dialco kind of got me into, not personally, this is not like a parasocial or like an I know the guy thing, but his videos got me inspired to play beta, because I get a lot of decision paralysis in modern versions. I like modern Minecraft, don't get me wrong. But it's often like there's so many choices that I don't know what to do. And I think, funny enough, beta has actually taught me how to be creative again. Having less choices has inspired creativity. There's that trick right there, and boom, 5 wool. But yeah. So I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a little jaunt with me. I hope this wasn't too unintelligible. I just kind of have been ranting, of course, but I like this. Now, I did say that I would make another video on the Minecraft realm, where this bow was. So that realm died. Everybody stopped playing on it, and then I stopped playing on it because I started playing a different game, I think. I don't remember what I was doing, but I stopped doing that, and then they stopped paying for the realm, I'm pretty sure. One of my friends put up a like self-hosted server on a like server computer in his house, but I'm not super inspired to like start over again at the minute. Sometimes I am, like I want to get more, for lack of a better term, tech tree stuff of like, oh, I want to do enchanting, I want a pickaxe that mines at the speed of sound, but I don't know, forcing myself to slow down is kind of nice sometimes. So I don't know that I'll be playing multiplayer anytime soon, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Talk about ideas for the future. You know, there's this crossroads here, and this spot that lines up not perfectly, but real nice with the tower. I was thinking of putting like clearing some of this land and putting a fountain here. I think that would look cool, like a little side of the wall, like half circle, like wishing fountain sort of thing. I'd like that. Put like a block of iron at the bottom or blocks of iron at the bottom and gold and stuff. Be like, yeah, it's full of coins. I think that would be cute. I think that's gonna do it for today. So, thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining me. If you have any cool ideas that you look around here and say, oh, you should do this, drop a comment. I'm interested to hear what ideas anybody has, or if you're just happy to be here. I would show you, but there's trees in the way. Let's mine through the leaves and show you the other side. I do, at some point, probably want to expand. This is just temporary tree farming. I do probably want to expand out this way. That's a cool little spot over there. But for now, I'm kind of focused on this side. But who knows what the future will hold. So I will say for the last time, and I'm dragging my feet doing the Midwest goodbye, thank you for watching, and I don't remember how I do my outros, so have a nice day. And that's it, folks. Yippee!